Sound advice. And so here we are today, David. The LMAX Group, to me, still remains very much in high expansion mode. Probably the one that sticks out was the recent acquisition in Cyprus, which to me was a strong signal of intent. Can you elaborate on what growth plans you have in the region?
Sure. I mean, Cyprus or a European extension is key for anyone based in the UK. That's just it. We had to start looking at that 4 years ago, right? As soon as we had the referendum and we had this uncertainty around offering our products in Europe, we had to look to have a European base. Now, for foreign exchange, for the CFD landscape, Cyprus has built itself to be a leader in that sphere. Absolutely. The regulator is well regarded. They have a well thought out framework. So in a way that was obvious. I mean, people talked about Paris and Frankfurt and Berlin. It's just, I don't have a big hub there of clients to start with. Never mind technology or foreign exchange expertise. So Cyprus was obvious. And I think Brexit or no Brexit, you see this hub of activity, this hive of activity, the number of FX brokers there, the number of clients there, the access points to Southern Europe, the access points to the Middle East. And if I go further afield, we're by no way complete yet as a group. In my opinion, we're just getting started. The best companies in the world take decades to become the top of their tree. We're not even a decade old yet, right? Especially if you look at it from an MBO standpoint. So we need to keep expanding. You know, we've got operations now in 11 countries. Who knows? That's probably going to be 25 countries within the next decade. And okay. Cyprus was just the first and most obvious in Europe. But if you look at what we do in Asia Pacific, I've got offices in Tokyo, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Auckland. So that has to expand. I need to get closer to my client base, and I need to create centers of excellence globally. Now, those centers of excellence might be sales and distribution, there might be regulation, there might be technology. So if you look at my Auckland office, that's a center of excellence for technology. And Cyprus, I think, will be a center of excellence for distribution and client service.
Brilliant. And so staying with, say, growth and expansion, I mean, it'd be impossible not to talk about LMAX Digital. LMAX Digital recently launched exchange within, I think, just 2 years, trading over $10 billion and now become a leading spot cryptocurrency exchange. And so what's next for LMAX Digital and you and in crypto in general? I'd love to hear your opinions on this.
World domination. No, it's, look, I think it's first of all, let's start right at the top. If you don't think blockchain technology is going to change capital markets, I suggest you exit stage left now. It's going to change everything we do in the next decade. Primarily, that starts from payment and settlement, so the back end. It's going to change everything we do in traditional capital markets. Now, what you've seen over the past few years is an amazing resilience of the crypto product. So we're now today at all-time highs, not quite all-time highs, sorry, that was December 17, but you've seen a breakthrough 18,000 again, and the market cap higher than ever. So, you know, we were basically approached by our institutional customer base in FX and said, David, we need something industrial-like, an institutional exchange to transfer risk and to trade with like-minded participants. And that was 3 years ago. So look, today will be a great day for us. You know, I think already we've traded over 600 million of Bitcoin. We trade $10 billion a month for sure. Yesterday was 700 million. So we'll probably do $1 billion today, and I think every day going forward. But we haven't even scratched the surface. So 37% of my digital client base trade another product with us. What's missing is I have 34 of the world's biggest banks trading on LMAX Exchange. Now, not one of them are trading digital yet.
Okay.
I can tell you that we're in a lot of conversations with some of the biggest banks in the world who have to offer this product to their client base. That will happen in 2021, 2022. That will be fantastic, not only for LMAX Digital, it will be great for the whole landscape, for the whole of capital markets, and will really establish crypto assets as the asset class of the future. I firmly believe that if you look forward 5 years, this partition wall you see at the moment between traditional asset classes and digital asset classes will be knocked down. So it's just a matter of time before you see the S&P traded against Bitcoin or a stable coin, people trading decentralized or centralized multi-assets with digital assets and crypto assets as the core. So, I think we all need to get with the program. We need to learn from it. We have to help it evolve. And I'm pretty sure, LMAX Digital today is the #1 institutional exchange. That's just a fact. You can look at all the league tables out there. The only exchange that trades more than us in Bitcoin every day would be maybe the biggest retail exchange. But otherwise, we're in, we're the top 1 institutionally, and we're typically in the top 1 to 3 globally. So we're just starting. I believe that every exchange takes around 7 years to get going, to get that depth of participant, not just depth of liquidity. Okay. So that you can print volumes in low volatile environments and high volatile environments. So, LMAX Digital's 2 and a bit years old right now. So we're just getting started. We're #1, but I expect our volumes to be multiples of what they are today, and I expect it to become a very valuable part of the LMAX group.
Excellent. A genuine watch this space then.
I'd say so. Sorry, I didn't answer the second part of your question, which is what's next. It's inevitable that we'll go into new products. So to be clear, it's an exchange group only works well with highly liquid products. So foreign exchange is the most liquid asset class in the world. So we can list 80 currency pairs, but there are many more available. Mm-hmm. In LMAX Digital, we only list the top five coins, starting with Bitcoin. But there are hundreds of altcoins. There's just not enough liquidity in them. So for a start, we need to go deeper into those coins when they become liquid, list those, create an order book, create an ecosystem for those. And then it's also inevitable that we'll move into the derivative space. There's no one has a God-given right to own the derivative space just because they happen to do it in currency futures, for example. Yeah. So yeah, my eyes are on that prize. My eyes are on those big shops down the road here or in Chicago. The guys that don't really believe in crypto, because all they really offer you is a non-deliverable forward, right? And they call it a future, right? Fiat settled crypto future. That adds nothing to the ecosystem. So, watch this space. It's inevitable in the next year or two that we'll move into the derivative space. And it's our intention to be the #1 club in spot and derivatives for LMAX Digital. That's a verbal contract. It's out there now. It's a statement to go by.